Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to a quick little video that I pretty much have to film because of the recent post I put up on Instagram regarding the new shift boot and shift knob, which will be a video uploaded very shortly. It is the F10 M5 shifter with the short shift kit. I did put a picture on Instagram, but unfortunately the interior was a little bit dirty, so I got to hear about it. So today, that is prompting me to do a video on a quick upkeep interior for the M5. As a lot of you guys know, I drive this car almost every single day. So yes, sometimes there is coffee in here. Sometimes I have, a water or something like that. I don't eat in the car, but it does get dusty and it does get dirty. So I have a few things that I like to do on a maybe monthly basis or something like that to keep the interior back to where I like it to be, which is hopefully perfect. So yeah, I do have two Adams products. Really, it's just because I ended up having them. These actually work pretty well for this use. It's not a deep clean, it's not anything serious. I'm not too specific. So the leather and interior cleaner is nice, and then the interior detail is fine on just plastics or whatever. As you can see, there's dust and there's a little bit of condensation that came off of cups inside the console. So that's what that's nice for. And then I like the Lexol stuff. This is also pretty cheap and very easy for just a quick upkeep wipe. I only really want to spend a few minutes on this thing just to get it back up into acceptable condition. I have some basic microfiber terry towels. I don't have a reason to get a super plush towel for the interior. I have a little brush. This is really just for the vents and the corners and getting the dust out of the little cracks and crevices. And I also have, these are little, I'll actually take one out. These are tiny little detailing swabs that you can pretty much use on anything. You can use it in the exterior, interior. They're super helpful to have. So if there's that little corner that you need to, spray some cleaner on and get it and work it really well, these are super nice to have as well. All right, we're a little foggy in here, but no big deal. I like to work top to bottom and then do the glass last, just in case there's some overspray. I'm not even gonna use product on this dash because I have this weird fear that it's always going to be streaky forever. So for this process, I literally just get the dust from top to bottom on the dash. And I'm always scared about screens as well, so I'm literally buffing this with a dry towel right now. Soft towel, but dry. That way I can ensure that there's no streaks. Alright guys, I did want to show you my progress on the steering wheel. If the camera would focus, that would be sweet. Okay, so hopefully you can tell, if it's focusing, hopefully you can tell that this part, which I had done, and then above here I hadn't, so it's sort of discolored. The stitching isn't as bright. This isn't a crazy transformation, to be honest with you, but this is more of sort of an upkeep item that I'm going to be doing. Don't worry, that's going to be the last step because the leather gets a little messy. And then of course you can see I sort of stopped right here. So this is what the stitching would look like normally. or that's what it looks like normally. It's a little, you know, you can see the cracks and crevices, and then you go over here and it's a little darker. and you know, it's much more, you know, higher end and newer looking. You could always get a brush and kind of go to town and spend like an hour on it, but for now, you know, I have a lot to do today, so this is more of an upkeep item that just keeps the car in good shape. Nothing crazy. I'm going to finish this up and show you what I'm going to do next. All right, so the seats definitely need some nice conditioner, and I will probably be doing the Leatherique method on these seats, but that's a 24 to 48 hour project where you have to let the product sit. So for now, we're just going to do a nice little wipe down. Like I mentioned, this is just a quick upkeep item for you know, your daily or whatever. We're not going to go overboard in this process here. As you can see, I actually still have the box of my original shop vac. I actually really even haven't had this very long. 6 horsepower, 11.8 amps, nothing crazy. This is a very small package, but this is sort of my go-to for when I do need to vacuum. There's no reason to have a crazy big shop vac around, although it would be nice from time to time. Alright guys, so we're gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. As I mentioned, the very last thing I do is the windows, and I'm not gonna show that to you guys because you kind of get it. Use 2 towels, use a designated glass cleaner. I use Griot's Garage or Adam's Glass Cleaner or Stoner's Invisible Glass. Don't use Windex. So that's my only input on the windows. You're smart, you know how to wipe your windows. Do the first wipe and then do the second wipe and kind of buff it off and you'll be fine. There won't be any streaks. That's exactly what I do. With that said, links are in the description for everything here. And if you are wondering, yes, I do want to get rid of this old man wood inside the M5. It's absolutely disgusting. And every time I show the interior of this car, it seems like everyone, you know, has a suggestion. Like, trust me guys, I want to get rid of the wood. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I considered wrapping it or just replacing it with the OEM, you know, the brushed trim that comes in these cars. I just haven't got around to it, and it's one extra expense that I will have to incur. So right now, that's not essential. It's going to be put to the side, but I will be getting to it in the future. Thank you again for watching. Leave a comment below if I have anything that I did not clarify well enough. Once again, this is just a quick little upkeep detail for the interior. That's all there is. So pretty simple. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.